Hello and welcome, and we're going to do a weird comic book review. I was hoping to surprise you people with this, but if you watched my last New Comic Book Day stream, which was last night, well, so much for that surprise. Savage Dragon. I bought like 3 of these. We're just going to look at this one, because this one will illustrate everything I want to talk about. Bought like 3 of these here in the last few months, and just see if they're as weird as people say. And they are. They're not as bad as people say, but they're as weird as people say, if you know what I mean. Like the art, just look at the cover here. The art's okay. Like, this is still Erik Larsen. Like, he knows how to draw. He knows how to ink. Let me see if I can see who did the color. I'm afraid to open the book to any random page. Okay. Actually, the first page is okay to show. And that's a really goofy mouth. Way to shoot me down right away. But there we go. The lettering's fine. The art is basically fine. Like, technically, there's nothing really bad. It's not great. It looks like a chunkier version of what Erik Larsen did in the 90s. Like, if I didn't have my closet blocked off right now, I'd go get my Revenge of the Sinister Six books out and show you exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, that's the Erik Larsen I want to talk about. He's here. He's in this book. He's hiding in this book. He's hiding in the writing of this book. But that Erik Larsen that knew how to write Spider-Man, who knew how to draw Spider-Man, is in here. There's only one page it's actually safe for me to show, and that's the very last page. Now, we're going to stop. The art doesn't look as good as Erik Larsen's art from the 90s and stuff, and I think part of the reason for that is he knows this book's only going to sell like 3,000 units. Why put in the time? I mean, let's see, 3,000 units. I'm going to do some quick math. The book's $4, 3,000 units, that's $12,000. Probably half of that goes to Diamond. No, probably 2/3 of that goes to Diamond in the stores. Image takes a couple thousand cut for itself. So Erik is left with like $2,000 for 20 pages. He's paying himself a page rate, at best, of like $100 a page. Except he's got to split that with colorists and a letterer. So Erik Larsen is probably only really seeing maybe $25 a page out of this book. Why put in a supreme effort for $25 a page? That's a terrible page rate. You know, this is all back of the envelope, top of the head kind of math. Yeah, I'm looking over here. Savage Dragon, here's Comichat, 3,741 units in October. That's not many. If you know that's what you're going to sell, you're probably going to do work on that level. Especially when you're an established name who is getting money unrelated to this. You know, Erik Larsen gets money for his job at Image, where he insults fans. Oh. And boy, I picked apparently some really traumatizing issues to look at. So, she died. That's his wife. But he can bring people back with his blood, which makes them explode, which is bad. But there's a drug called Freak Out that takes away people's powers, so he dosed her up. Now, in itself, that doesn't sound so bad. I mean, that explains the short hair. Like, she went bald because she got his powers, so she went bald. She had a fin. It's actually kind of interesting how that worked. Like, that's a interesting plot hook. But the stuff that happened in this issue is super distasteful. We have tons of gory death, tons of it, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. There's a completely unearned scene of sexual violence. Another one that follows up on that and kind of gets aborted. Not like that. That's disgusting. I'm sorry I said that word, but I can't take it back now. And so all this stuff does damage to their relationship. Apparently they had like a reality show or something, and that's gone. And they were living high on the hog. And after the bad, violent things happened to her in this issue, the woman I married, distant. Where's the panel I'm looking for? Oh, I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. I was looking right at it and I didn't see it. 2 months later, and Maxine still pulls back at the slightest, or at my slightest touch. Like, her trust is gone. Like, this is actually, like, interesting stuff. Getting here kind of made me feel icky. This is actually kind of interesting stuff. He understands how to write an interesting relationship like that. This is the Spider-Man. This is the old Erik Larsen coming through in some of this writing here. Like, she's been traumatized. They're going to have to work out their relationship. This is like pulling in the Spider-Man Mary Jane mechanic from when he was on Spider-Man. Like, that's here. It's in this. It's being done badly, but it's in this. This is all the book I can show you, because there's like monster nudity or somebody's nudity like on every page. It's definitely graphic, and they put this on the shelf unbagged. Unbagged. The fighting is there's actually some really good stuff in here. I just can't show you it because, like, I would have to like take a Sharpie and scribble out stuff all over some of these pages to make them safe to show on YouTube. So what can I say about Savage Dragon? Like, the art's okay. There's actually some kind of interesting things going on in this story. Being able to bring people back from the dead, that's pretty cool. The fact that that's gone now with the end of this arc, this issue, kind of puts a more dangerous mechanic on things. But Lord, it's a trashy kind of thing. It's not even trashy in like a grindhouse way. I don't know if I'd call it like... Yeah, man, I don't even want to say these words because YouTube will come after me if I say some of these words. You know, YouTube is vicious, and I'm a nobody. It's just, you probably shouldn't buy it. I probably shouldn't have bought this, but it's like a train wreck. You can't look away. I had to see for myself. I had to know. And now I know, and I regret knowing. I regret knowing. It's as weird and as sick and strange as I thought. Now, some people kind of, like, take their criticism too far. Like, they look at the relationship. Oh, I hope that didn't come through good. That didn't come through. I opened to a bad page. I think I need to burn this book when I get done with it. Let people make fun of his wife. Come on, guys. Don't do that. They make fun of the weird squicky stuff. And, yeah, okay, I understand that criticism. But Erik Larsen's at the point in his career where it doesn't really matter. He can publish whatever he wants. And he's doing it. And to be honest, I kind of admire somebody that can do that in their career. Just, yeah, I feel like publishing Wangs. It should probably be bagged so that people can't just flip through it in the store because there's too much. There's too much. Oh, one high note. Hold on. There was one other high note in here that took me by absolute complete surprise. Let me see if I can find a safe way to show it. Okay, pull the book back. Actually, this page doesn't look bad. You know what? Let's show this page off. I don't see a single bad thing in here. Some 12-panel action. There's some good stuff. And this was the good thing. The the original Daredevil, the Golden Age character, actually shows up in this, which I thought was a hoot. You know, the other weird thing is, I don't know who any of these people are. Like, I remember reading in the store some Savage Dragon. I had no money, okay? I was a kid. In the store, some Savage Dragons from the 90s. And I don't recognize, like, any of these people. That's, like, his kid. The actual Savage Dragon's son there. But who the rest of these people are, I don't really remember at all. I don't know. Maybe there's a little too much continuity. I can't believe I just said that. But I gotta give it to Eric Larson for making the book he wants to make, regardless of what people think about. And he can do that because he's a publisher, and he can publish whatever he wants. Like, he runs the company. He can just do it. But still, that's a pretty brave thing to do. It's a pretty brave thing to do. It makes me wonder if I could tackle some of the same, or any writer for that matter, some of the same kind of stuff that's in this book, but do it better. I think you have to be able to. Boy, it was something. I think that's my final analysis. Don't buy it, and it was something. I'll see you all later. Yeah, I did a whole comic book review where I showed 2 pages and the cover. That's not a lot, but there's not a lot I could show. You all take care, and don't buy it. Bye bye.